Hello everybody, my name is Finn and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to start a new series for the channel where basically I go over every single flag, and I realized I was originally going to do a video for this week where I was literally going to go over every single flag in the entirety of the LGBTQ community, and that was a mistake, so I kind of lowered it. And now we're just starting with the different spectrums, like, and stuff like that. We're probably just gonna do this kind of thing like every once in a while until we're done with all of the flags, which will be cool. Yeah. Once again, all the listings of all the different flags information will be in the sources below. I basically used only one source today, but it it's accurate, I would say. It has all the flags that I used, and a few that I couldn't really find the meanings of, but they're still on there. So if you want to learn more about those ones, they'll all be in the description below, or the comments below. Sorry, I can't put links in the description yet for some reason. I don't know. YouTube's weird. But anyway, let's begin with the non-binary spectrum flags. The meanings of them, I mean. So we're starting with two very special to me. Hold on. Yes. Oh, that's kind of shitty. That's the I'm agender, so I have this. I love this necklace. I forgot to put it on before the shoot. Darn. Am I right? But anyway, let's begin. So we have the non-binary flag and the agender flag. Starting with the non-binary flag, we have. So it has four stripes: yellow, white, purple, and black. The yellow. Okay. So the yellow stripe represents non-masculine and non-feminine genders. So like pretty much anything that isn't male or female, which is what non-binary is. The white stripe represents all genders. Makes sense. The purple is a combination of masculine and feminine genders. So basically like because there are many uh, things in the non-binary spectrum that are like partially partially like masculine or feminine, but like also partially not gendered, like demi boy, demi girl, stuff like that. It's pretty simple. And then black is for non-genders. The black stripe is for non-genders. Pretty simple, pretty iconic flag, most used flag in the non-binary community. Next we have the agender flag. That's me. I'm agender. Whoa, I love it. So basically, it's a two black stripes, two gray stripes, two white stripes, and a light green stripe. The black and white stripes represent the complete absence of gender. The gray stripe represents being semi-genderless, and the green represents the non-binary gender because it is the inverse of purple, basically. That's what the wiki said. I'm not a color genius, but yeah. I think if it's okay. Next, the bigender and gender fluid flags. Starting with this one, the the bigender flag has multiple shades of pink, blue, and white. The pink shades his represents feminine genders. Hers and the blue represents masculine genders. Oh, hold on, I didn't turn on the the thing. There we go. The pink represents feminine genders right here. These two, basically this fluctuation of pink to lighter shades to white, and then it fluctuates back into blue, which represents masculine genders. But then there's the white in the middle, which represents sort of the absence or all genders in itself. Then we have gender fluid. I think everybody in the trans community probably knows gender fluid, but basically it's got a pink stripe, a white stripe, a purple stripe, a black stripe, and a blue stripe. Basically, it's just the fluctuation of genders. Flexibility. It's like, yeah, it sort of fluctuates if you look at it. The purple right here, the purple and pink, I like to think represent feminine. Well, the pink obviously represents femininity, and then white I think is representing all genders. Once again, it usually does that in all flags. And then the purple represents both femininity and masculinity. The black represents all other genders, and then the blue represents masculinity. Masculine genders. Next, demiflux and demigender. So we have this one, the demiflux flag right here. It has two dark gray and two light gray stripes, just like the demigender flag. But the gray stripes represent a lack of gender, and then we have these three stripes, which for demiflux, as it fluctuates between the three, here we can tell that this one is the pink stripe is meant to represent demi girl, the blue stripe is meant to represent demi boy, and the yellow stripe is meant to represent demi gender. And then we have demigender. The next demigender has, once again, it has two yellow stripes, one white stripe, and two light gray and two dark gray stripes. The gray stripes, once again, are representation of a lack of gender. The white stripe represents androgyny, sort of, or all genders, basically. And then the yellow stripe represents non-binary. The non-binary flag. Then we have demi boy and demi girl, which are basically the same as demi gender, in the sense that the yellow one, the white stripe represents androgyny, the gray stripes represent lack of gender, and then with demi boy, the blue stripe represents masculinity, and the demi girl, the pink stripe represents femininity. You can see why I put these all together in the same slide. Next, gender queer and Libra fluid. I kind of just stuck all the different ones together with this one. Libra fluid, gender, and boy girl flags. This is not one big flag. This is all three different flags I stuck together. Or just kind of because I like the gradient. It does look good. So, starting with gender queer, we have the green representing non-binary gender, just like with the which flag was that? Shoot. I already forgot which flag that was. It was literally like 2 minutes ago. Whatever. You guys remember. The white represents a lack or all genders. And the purple represents a combination of both masculine and feminine. And then we have Libra fluid, Libra gender, Libra boy, Libra girl. All of them. So we have the pink, which represents femininity, blue represents masculinity, and the white and black represent genderlessness. And then sort of for the Libra fluid flag, it has a gradient flowing from blue to pink right here. That represents the fluctuation or fluidity of them switching. Then we have pangender and polygender. So for pangender, oh god, you could probably barely see that on the screen. Or maybe that's just my monitor. Pangender has 7 stripes. It has 2 yellow, 2 dark pink, 2 light pink, and 1 white. The yellow stripes represent non-binary, and the pink to white stripe fluctuation represents multigenderness. And then all of the stripes themselves are supposed to represent a multitude of genders in one, without representing any single one. So there's no direct representation of masculinity or femininity in the flag. I think that's really good. Although one could argue that the pink represents femininity, but I don't really think so. Polygender. The polygender is black, gray, pink, yellow, and blue. The black stripe represents all genders or no genders. All gender or no genderness? Is that even a word? Gray symbolizes semi-genderness. The yellow flag represents non-binary or other genders. And then we have the pink and blue stripes, which, as always, represent masculinity and femininity, which is cool. Then we have our last page. In conclusion, next week on Tuesday, I will be doing a new video, which will be in honor of LGBTQ History Month, where I will be talking about the basically a rough timeline of the evolution of queer rights in America, which will be pretty cool to go over, see how our rights have evolved. I think will be a neat thing to look at. Hope you guys enjoy that video. Once again, I am sorry that I was unable to post a video on Tuesday. I completely blanked on it. I was originally going to do this video on Tuesday. I had a completely different video planned for today, but we're gonna do. Actually, did I? No. I'm gonna be doing that video a completely different time, but you'll never know. But I hope you guys enjoyed, regardless. If you have any topics that you would like to recommend for future videos, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us what you guys think. What you guys think? I'm dumb. Okay. See you guys next Tuesday, where we'll be going over the basic timeline of LGBTQ rights in America. See you guys later.